channel. So today I got another hot topic, Foxbody topic for you, and that's coupe versus hatch or GT. I'll throw some convertible stuff in there for you too, but I think this is a topic that a lot of people that are currently looking for a Fox may be asking themselves, and it's a hot topic just in and amongst the Foxbody community, right? Which is better looking? It's typically the looks, right? I mean, at the end of the day, they're all Foxbodies, but so I thought I'd give you my thoughts on it, and I'll just preface this by saying this is my opinion, and it's coming from someone that's owned a Foxbody for quite a few years. I'll say that in and amongst my circle of friends that had these, coupes weren't necessarily the hot topic that they are today, all right? It was more the GT cars, the hatch. And I think a lot of the reason was most of these coupes that rolled off the factory line were granny cars. They were 4-cylinders, right? And so the coupe didn't have that same kind of raw look to them that the GTs came with, right? So I remember when I got this car, you're 17, you got 2.25 horsepower under the hood, like this is a beauty, but like one of the first things that I wanted to do with this car was yard the LX badge off the trunk deck. Because it screamed grandma grocery getter. A lot of you know I got a body kit on this car, right? Some love it, some hate it. To a lot of people, that's very much against Foxbody religion. And now, I justify the body kit in a handful of different ways. One being, I put it on in 1999, okay? And actually, I just had a conversation with a fella today who wanted to know where I got it. I actually have conversations with people like this fairly often. And I said, you know what's funny is, I bought this thing so many years ago, the internet barely existed. I actually had to go into a physical brick and mortar store and order it. And I still remember watching these body kits. Now, for anyone wondering, it's a Xenon body kit, Xenon, all right? They made a lot of the cowl hoods that you still see out there. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are wrecked and no longer in existence, but they were a company that produced that style of aftermarket fun for these cars, okay? I remember seeing the body kit and I thought, geez, that looks nice. It's subtle, it's not quite as deep or as kind of in your face as a lot of the other ones were. Cervini was another big outfit at the time, right? And some of their stuff, in my opinion, was a little bulky and somewhat obnoxious, okay? I wanted it to be subtle, but I wanted to try to take it away from that granny grocery getter look. So I got myself a body kit. Now, that's one of my justifications. Many famous Mustang aftermarket companies did actually put body kits on coupes. For example, Steve Saleen of Saleen Automotive, Derek Hansen of Detch Motorsports. And let's not forget the most recent rendering by the one and only Mr. Chip Foose of what he thought a Foxbody would look like if Carroll Shelby designed one today. Funny enough, Chip thought that Carroll would have designed a coupe with a body kit. The other is, and I don't know how many out there are gonna agree with me on this or not, but convertibles, okay? They come with body kits, GT body kits for that matter, and a convertible is nothing more than a coupe with a canvas top. And nobody ever complains about convertibles having body kits on them, right? Anyway, neither here nor there. The coupe was never this super awesome, highly sought after, can barely find one car. It just wasn't. The GTs were, right? Now, that is completely flipped. Well, maybe not fully, again, it all depends on who you run with and whatever, but some people love GTs and hate coupes. It's simple as that. But I would say coupe is definitely the pick of the litter these days, right? Now, I think if you're looking for a Foxbody, it's not gonna matter much what you get. The hatch, the coupe, the vert, the whatever, okay? Like, honestly, it's the Foxbody Mustang platform that people are after. Like, you see those headlights coming down the road at you, in the dusk of evening, and you know it's a Fox. You don't care what's on the back window or whether or not the top's hard or not, okay? Fox body's a Fox body. But I guess at the end of the day, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. You know, if you want a drag race car, well, maybe you go for the lighter option, okay? There's some convertibles out there that go down the quarter mile way under 10 seconds, you know? And they're supposed to be one of the heaviest pigs out there because you got all the convertible gear, right, in the back. I thought I'd just try to talk myself through this a little bit for you guys. I love my Coupe, I really do. I'm very grateful that I have it. I've mentioned in previous videos, there was times that I was gonna sell this car for an SN95, and thank goodness, well, I shouldn't say thank goodness I didn't. I'm thankful that I didn't, because I've grown to know and love and appreciate the Fox, and I'm never letting her go, you know? It's in my blood, and I love it. But yeah, like, as far as which one you should pick, I think you should pick any of them. Just get yourself a Fox body if you really want a Fox body. Don't care if it's a Coupe, a Hatch, a Vert, a whatever, you know? They're all cool, super cool. As always, guys, thank you very, very much for watching my videos. The recent popularity of my content has just been absolutely earth-shattering. It's floored me. So thank you to each and every one of you that are watching my videos and commenting and all that good stuff. It keeps me motivated to keep them coming. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.